The early morning sun bathed the cobblestones of Paris in a golden hue as Seraphina Monroe stepped off the train at Gare du Nord. The air was crisp, fragrant with the scent of fresh pastries and blooming lilacs. Clad in a deep emerald gown, the fabric fluttered gracefully around her as she walked, the ruffles whispering against her ankles. It was a dress that her mother had worn in her youth, the color reminiscent of the lush gardens back in Virginia. Seraphina paused at the station's grand entrance, her heart racing with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. Paris, known as the City of Light, was a place she had only read about in novels, a sanctuary of art, freedom, and dreams. Today, she was here to embrace that freedom, to reclaim parts of herself that had been lost amid the trials of her life. As she made her way through the bustling streets, she took in the sights, the towering Notre Dame, the exquisite architecture of Haussmann's boulevards, and the eager throngs of Parisians and tourists alike. Her thoughts drifted, as they often did, to James, her lost love. They had shared whispers beneath the moonlight, dreams of traveling to far-off places, and thoughts of freedom that danced like flickering candle flames. But those dreams had been dashed, taken from her when he was forced to leave in search of work, and then lost to the cruel grip of fate. It was this absence that carved a space in her heart, one she hoped to fill with the vibrancy of this new city. She wandered aimlessly, allowing the rhythm of the streets to guide her until she found herself at the edge of the Jardin des Tuileries. The gardens were alive with the sounds of chirping birds, laughter, and the distant melody of a street musician playing a lilting tune. Seraphina's heart swelled at the sight of the grand fountains, the manicured hedges, and the sparkling lake that gleamed under the sun. With each step toward the water, she felt her spirit lift. She purchased a small bag of breadcrumbs from a vendor, her fingers tingling with anticipation. As she approached the lake, she noticed a cluster of pigeons perched on the edge, their heads bobbing curiously. She scattered the crumbs and watched as they fluttered down, their wings a flurry of soft grays and whites.
Oh, you feathered messengers, do you know the way to the endless blue? My James sailed those waters, promised to return with tales of distant lands. He also promised to always hold my hand, and I promised him I would make the most of life, even without him. But how does one truly live when one's heart aches with the weight of the sea? They say he's lost, those cruel newspapers, with their ink-stained lies. Lost at sea, swallowed by the very ocean he loved so dearly. But I refuse to believe it. He promised to return. If only I could fly with you, my little friends, soar above the clouds, search the vastness for any sign of his ship. A single mast, a tattered sail, anything. But then he taught me resilience. He taught me strength. He wouldn't want me to crumble here, would he? He'd want me to fulfill our dreams, to build a life that would have made him proud. So many plans, a little shop, filled with the perfumes and spices from his travels. I'll do it, my love. I'll fill our lives with the sweetness of those plans, and I'll make our future as vivid as the sunset. To the one who loved me dearly.